This is the Talktainment Radio Network, a 3MR production.
The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and guests and not necessarily those of TalkTainmentRadio.com, 3MR production, its ownership, management, or staff.
You've got the power. You are the power. Right here on Talktainment Radio.
Fellas, I'm ready to get up and do my thing. Go ahead. Go ahead. Doing it, you know. Yeah. Can I count it off? Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Need that rush in the morning?
This is Conversate in the AM.
With Kahari.
Conversate in the AM. Let me hear from you. 1-877-932-9766. Oh! I'm Kahari, and this is Conversate in the AM with Kahari for that rush in the morning. Good day in the AM. This is a day in the 168. There are 168 hours in a week. And ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, you are here with me. This you can only hear on TalkTainmentRadio.com. Radio, the way it should be heard. The Reverend John Coates is here, nationally known pastor. He has traveled all over the world and back again. We're so happy to have him here. You can get involved. This morning it's just you and me. Let's go 1 deep, let's go 2 deep, let's go 3 deep. And Conversate in the AM with Kahari. 1-877-932-9766. Joining us in Conversate in the AM is the Reverend Dr. James David Manning. He's the chief pastor at ATLAH World Missionary Church up in Harlem in New York City. Reverend Dr. Manning has founded 3 schools, developed a national church ministry, holds a PhD in philosophy, author of The Obligation Hour, and of course he is well known on YouTube. He is well known on CBS, Fox, and other many media outlets around the country. And he is convening a very, very powerful and interesting event coming up May the 14th and 19th at the ATLAH World Missionary Church in Harlem. Dr. Manning, there are so many things that we can get into. I want to shift just a little bit. I want to come back to your event, but I want to go in another direction. Larry Sinclair has been out all over the country. He's been in Globe and everywhere else, claiming that he had an affair with then Senator Obama. We've also heard about Donald Washington, choir leader at the church that Obama is said to have attended, a host of other things. Help me to make some sense out of it. And I've talked about it with people. People talked about it with me. I've said to them, I don't know. I'm looking at Globe when I'm checking out, going to the grocery store and say, what is this? I mean, I don't know what's happening with. Maybe you can shed some illumination on this. Help me to understand what's going on with this Larry Sinclair and Donald Washington thing.
Well, regarding Obama's homosexual lovers and partners, I was not there as an eyewitness to any of the sexual events. However, I have had personal conversations with Larry Sinclair, who has confessed of a homosexual plus drug-induced sexual affair with Obama. I do want to say this. I have looked at Obama's life as closely as anybody in preparation for this trial, and as you very well know, I've been very outspoken over the last couple of years. And one of the things that cannot be refuted by anyone, pro or for Obama, against Obama, and that is the only woman on the entire planet Earth that has ever been demonstrated to have had any kind of a date or sexual encounter with Barack Hussein, the long-legged Mac Daddy Obama, is Michelle, the fist bumper Obama. No other woman has ever come out of the shadows or ever stated that she has dated Obama. And, you know, I find that very interesting for a person who's tall and handsome, as striking and well-spoken and as powerful as Obama, that no other woman, usually when politicians run for office, women come out of the woodworks. He slept with me. Yeah, he slept with me too. Oh, he slept with my sister and my mama. But with Obama, the only people that have come out the closet or come out of the woodwork on him have been homosexual men. And that they may or may not have had a relationship with Obama.
No, wait, hold on.
To ask the question, why is it that this man has only known one woman in his life? Was he a virgin when he met Michelle? No. The man loves other men. He's got one young man with him now, Reggie Love, 21 years old, special assistant, goes with Obama everywhere he goes. The man is a bisexual, but more a homosexual than anything else, and a continued drug user.
Now, hold on for a minute. Now, those are very, very strong accusations that...
no, those are facts.
Wait. Okay, he did admit to cocaine use even in his book. He did say...
That's a fact.
Okay,
that's a fact.
But you didn't say man, you said men have come out. Now, other than Larry Sinclair, who else has come out and said something?
Well, Donald Young, you said his name was Donald Washington. Donald Young is believed to have been murdered by Obama because of his homosexual relations with Obama. Larry Sinclair has testified to that as well.
But Larry Sinclair did not pass a lie detector test.
Well, one of the reasons why they don't allow lie detectors in court, results in court, is because they're not always conclusive. So, we'll hold court here for just a moment, so I'll refute that. I think that what you cannot refute is you and I know it is just not natural for a man who is as striking, as handsome, as well-spoken as Obama to have gone to all the Ivy League schools that he's gone to for no other woman to know him. You know that's not normal. There has got to, and there is a vacuum there that begs to ask the question, why?
But I'm still asking the question. You said men. You said men. The only man that I know that's come out is Larry Sinclair.
And Larry Sinclair.
Now, Donald Young, I mean, how do we know Donald Young? We heard this from Larry Sinclair relative to Donald Young. Am I correct?
You can strike that as evidence and disqualify it and say that we don't have anybody who's testified. If that's what you want to do, that's fine with me.
Why do you find Larry Sinclair, why do you find him credible?
I've been around the barn a few times. I've spent 3.5 years investigating men in some of the toughest prisons in America, Rayford, Florida, and Dannemora here in New York. And I've been a pastor for a goodly number of years. Usually you can detect or determine whether or not a person and why they're doing what their motives are. I believe Larry Sinclair. I just believe him. I think that as a he's admitted drug use, he's admitted homosexual, he's admitted to a whole lot of things. And he's admitted to Obama. I believe it. I could be wrong, but I believe him.
We haven't heard much from Larry Sinclair recently. Is he going to be present at your trial?
No, he's not a part of the case.
He is not a part. Now, the question becomes, will the white media cover this? Will they just look at this as a witch hunt? Will they just say, as you said, that's just that pastor that maybe some brothers might say is a hater of Obama, et cetera, et cetera? Will the white media give you any coverage on this?
Well, one of the reasons I'm spending so much time with you today, Kahari, and I'm going to have to make my exit fairly shortly, is I have organized myself around what I refer to as the dung-head media, and dung is a definition for feces in the Bible. I've called the so-called white media or mainstream media the dung-head media. But I've made an attempt over the last few months to organize around them and to structure a media event that does not require them to cover. But yet the message will get out. It is our intent to get this message into the homes of 70 million people each day of the trial. We believe by reaching that